Hi everyone. I thought today maybe we'll do a little roundup of the most recent Coco Wyo releases from April. I know there is a flip through of every single book that you will see here today, and I don't know how you feel about flip throughs. I prefer to watch a flip through just to see whether I want the book without commentary, you know, quick and simple. Just to have a look, do I want it or not? I rather people don't go on saying, oh, here's the cat with the ball, here's the cat without the ball, and so on and so forth. That I find annoying. So, but that's my preference. But I also quite like a little book reviews that are different, in my opinion, to just flip through. So I thought, for those of you that prefer some sort of commentary or roundup of new books, we can have a chat about what Coco Wyo released in April, which was a lot, and sadly I've got a lot of those releases. So Coco Wyo in April released 15, yes, 15 new books, new coloring books. I have 9 of them. 9 of the releases, so quite a lot out of 15. What I do not have are the kind of horror book releases that they do, because that's just not my preference. I do watch them though, because I appreciate the you know, the art behind the books. I just don't really want to color them. So, but there are channels that have lots of this new flip throughs as well from Coco Wyo, because, you know, I appreciate those are very, very good, well done books. It's just, they're just not for me. So out of the ones that I have, the first one is, oh, let me shift them actually a little bit. Dreamy Forest. So this is kind of the cartoonish style, a little bit of the book. Cover, as you see, is quite pretty, and I quite like the colors they choose for the covers. Often want to copy them, because choosing the color is the most difficult part of coloring for me. I don't know how it's for you, but for me that's the most difficult. Once I have some sort of idea of where I want to go with colors, the rest is easier, not easy, but easier. So yeah, I think that's a really nice book, but this is kind of the style that you have. There is a little bit of I think I can see about 2 different styles or 3 in this book. So there might be that there are different artists, or they just simply employ different style of drawing, but generally, I'll see, like, this is a little bit different to the ones that we've seen before, but generally the style is kind of whimsical, a lot of pattern. I think very suitable if you like to use markers, which is what I'm gonna use it to practice my, you know, markers in it. So yeah, I think very suitable for marker use, this book. It's kind of almost patterny style. Some of them have black backgrounds, but there are not a lot, maybe 3 or 4. So yeah, so that's Dreamy Forest. That was one of the first in April they released. Then it was Autumn Breeze, and this is a fantastic book. I think if you have seen my previous video, you know that I love Midnight Spring. I think it's, yeah, Midnight Spring book, which I feel is kind of similar. So there is a great variety of different images in here. So you've got some portraits, which are quite cool, like this. Some of them have black background, some of them not so much. You've got scenes, like in here, for example, quite autumny, you know, with leaves flying around. Another lovely scene. So yeah, I think that this will be very, very popular book from them, and I can see why. I mean, I can't wait. I'm going to color that one in autumn, I think, because it just gives that vibe. Oh, look at that. This is just beautiful, isn't it? It's just, I think it's a really, really lovely book, and I can see that that might be quite popular book from them. Again, different. So if you like scenes, you will find something here for you. If you like coloring people and portraits, there are some in here. Yeah, I think very versatile book in terms of different the kind of washing lines, about a couple of them. There's a little picnic. Yeah, so I think this is a very, very good release from them. So then we've got Sweetie Lands, and that's kind of your typical coloring sweets book. So it's like a worlds made of sweets. I think that's very cute as well. Some with a black background. But again, I'm quite happy to color in that book. I think it's gonna look fantastic. Probably markers as well, or base with markers, but very, very cute. A lot, but obviously the name suggests lots of sweets. But yeah, look, there's like a little kind of different background, like fading into quite light, which is interesting. Some landscapes. Yeah, nice one. I will absolutely be happy to color in that one. Very nice. Sweetie Lands. Then we had Tiny Cats, and that's again a kind of I don't want to say it's a doodle book because it's not technically, but it's that kind of style, you know, like doodle style. So if you like that, this is very cute. So you've got like little characters, cats characters doing different things. But see, this is quite similar to that style of, you know, you replace the cats with doodles and you've got a doodly book basically. But very cute. Really cute book. What you need to be aware of though, that if you have, which I do for comparison as well, have other books from Coco Wyo of this style, for example, Tiny Creatures or Joyful World, there is some crossover. So there are images that were clearly adjusted but reused. So I'll show you a couple that I marked. So for example, you have this very cute, by the way, pictures. One of my favorites, actually, definitely will color that with the little cats. And then you've got the same, really, where the cats were replaced with doodles. So it's really the same image. So there is a little bit of crossover. There is another one. So there are two that I identified that are the same, well, basically the same image. The other one is this one. Again, very cute. This cat, and in a Joyful World, there is this one. See, again, very similar. We've got a rainbow in here, not so much in here, there's a clouds, but technically, you know, small differences, but really the same image. So there are two that I was able to find that are, you know, crossover. It's not a deal breaker for me because I quite like them anyway, so it's fine. Out of 40 images, if there are two that are similar, or well, they're not exactly the same, but they're very similar, clearly reuse the parts of the image, it's fine. I'm not terribly upset about that. There is also, just for your information, there is some crossover between Tiny Creatures and Joyful World. Again, I think I found two, which is this one, the little creatures in a stack of books. And this one, which is a very cool picture. Definitely will color that one. I really like it. So that's in Tiny Creatures. And you've got in here, this, which is very similar. The same, it's slightly different, but same concept. So definitely the same idea used. And what was the other one? I think is it this one? Nope. Nope. So it's gonna be this one. Oh, there you go. Stack of books, and again little doodles. Background black. That was there was no black background in a Tiny Creatures, but again pretty much same image. Yeah. So just to let you know that if you're considering buying those books, there will be some crossovers of about two images between them. So yeah, so that was that. Then we had a release of Modern Witches, which again I think is gonna be one of the Coco Wyo hits. I can see, again, I can see why. Very, very cute book, very cute. You know, witches taking selfies and all that kind of modern stuff, which is quite hilarious, but very, very nicely done. Very cute. Definitely my favorite picture's got to be the last one, I think. No, not the last one. Where's the one? Oh, that one, which is the cover one. Anyway, I mean, her t-shirt is hilarious. Very, very cool. So yeah, very nice book. I think that would be one of the most popular as well from the releases this last month. Then we have Joyful Cats, which I got because I kind of thought it would be similar to Tiny Cats, which I quite like. It is slightly different. So the images of cats are kind of patterned, as you can see. There's a lot of pattern on them, which not my absolute favorite, but I mean I can live with it, but it's not my absolute favorite. When I have like patterns on animals. There is also another hilarious thing, which obviously I didn't see because it's not on the cover. And you will see in comments, I think some of the viewers were making comments about the cats have very distinctly marked buttholes in them, which, to be honest, made me chuckle when I saw that. It's absolutely hilarious. But I'm not sure if I want to color that. So yeah, so this book was for me. It's not. I think I expected something a little bit different. It feels slightly boring, to be honest. To me, I love cats, and I absolutely don't mind coloring cats. But like I said, the pattern is not my favorite. I would prefer them without pattern. And yeah, I don't know about those buttholes. I'm not sure. I appreciate the hilarity of it, but I'm not sure if I think I will be too tempted to make it realistic, and I'm not sure if I want to. You know, it's just the temptation of color realistically would be, I think, too much for me. But yeah, I think there you go. I think this one not my favorite, sadly. Again, I appreciate that people might like it, but I think this one is not for me. So I think potentially this one will be leaving my collection. Joyful Cats. Witchcraft, another book that, funny enough, it's like what, April, and the kind of Halloweeny books like those are being released. So imagine what we're gonna see in like September. So this one has less of a portrait kind of and people, more items kind of connected to witchcraft. Again, quite cool. I quite like this one. There is a little bit of a difference, you know, you don't have the Modern Witches, and the one that was released a while ago, Witches, which is also very nice, have just people to color. This one, not really. It's just all kind of witchcrafty theme. This is lovely. This is beautiful. Definitely will color this one. Although I absolutely do not enjoy crystals because I don't know how to color them. But you know, we will practice. So yeah, this is more like cauldrons and, you know, witchcrafty items. This one quite cool. So yeah, also quite nice. No people of, I think, I don't think there are any kind of people to color hats and cats and hands, but not people. And then the last two releases for April, I think, are spectacular. So the last two were Beauties in Renaissance, and I kind of have felt like I have enough of the beauty series, people series, the portrait series from Coco Wyo, because I'm not, you know, I think I've got a lot that will do for now, but I couldn't resist the part that it may be kind of stylized in the Renaissance style, and I do not regret that because the images are quite spectacular. I mean, they really, I mean, look at that. I so wish I was better with coloring people, because that nicely colored, that is gonna be absolutely stunning. Mine are going to probably look slightly flat right now, but you know, in the future, hopefully, they will look better. Beautiful. This one is beautiful. So, oh, look at that. Just absolutely stunning. So yeah, this is very interesting and definitely a very good release, something that I like. So, and the last one in April was Midnight Skies, and this is definitely what I like from Coco Wyo. So if you like, again, if you like books like Dreamland or Whimsical Worlds or Floating Island, which I know is very popular, I've got that book as well actually somewhere, and more recent one, which is Tiny World, I think is called. This is exactly that kind of concept, if you like, but in space. So it absolutely is my style. This is what I love to color. And, you know, with a black background, which I think it's all of them, or majority of them, well, pretty much all of them, it's quite quick to color. And obviously me not enjoying backgrounds, this is like God-given for me, you know. I don't have to worry about the background, and that can be done quite quickly, which I enjoy. That's why I like to have, apart from, you know, the books that are by very popular artists on a very good quality paper and are very detailed. Of course I like those, and of course I will color them as well, but I also definitely need every month something for instant gratification, which is what that kind of a lot of my Amazon printed books provide, because I just also want to do something quick and have a satisfaction of finished page, which I don't have to work on for weeks on end. So I love this one, and I can't wait to color in that. This is exactly what I enjoy from Coco Wyo. Fantastic book. Definitely my favorite. If I was to rank them, which I'm not sure if I want to rank them, but oh, look at that. Look at those jellyfish in space. I mean, this is great. This is, oh, that's the cover image. This is absolutely great. If I was to rank them, I think my favorite would be those three. Those are definitely the kind of type of books that I want to see more from Coco Wyo, and if they come up with stuff like that, I am going to purchase, because those are exactly what I want from them. So those are my absolute favorites. Like I said, I will keep and I will color in the rest of the books as well. I am coloring currently in this one and in this one, Dreamy Forest, because they are in my bag for May, both of those. So you will see some coloring pages from those two. I am absolutely happy to and excited to color in the rest of the books. I'm not entirely excited to color in that one, so I don't want to start it because I think I can pass it on to friends or family that might enjoy it a bit more than me. So I don't want to start and use it when I know that it's not gonna it's not something that I really am going to terribly enjoy. So I think this one I'll pass on. This one's gonna leave my collection, which is big enough, it's fine. And the rest of them are definitely staying, and you're gonna see them eventually when I get to coloring them. Yeah, so that was a little bit of a roundup of the Coco Wyo books. They have already released another 2 books in May, one of which I purchased. So you will see the new book potentially today. Actually, I'm filming this video on Saturday, so potentially on Sunday this video is going to come up, and if I have the book by then, which I should have the book, then you will see the new Coco Wyo book, which looks very exciting as well. And the other one I think is one of the horror type books, so I'm not gonna get that one, but we might, if you like, if this is something you would like to see, we might do the roundup of some new books that are released in May, and yeah, do another thing. What do you think? Which one was your favorite? Is there any one of those that you're planning to get? I know a lot of people do not like Amazon printed books, but you know what? I'm fine with them. It doesn't bother me. If I like the designs and illustrations, which I love from Coco Wyo, then I'll buy it. Paper is not gonna, quality of paper is not going to deter me. The theme, I discriminate because of the theme, not because of the quality of the paper, I think. So that's my primary consideration, is the theme. Do I like the theme and illustrations? If I do, it's gonna come in. Yeah, do you have your favorite, and are you gonna color in it? Because I can see a lot of people buying, well, not a lot of people, some of the people on YouTube buying some Coco Wyo books, but I don't see anyone coloring in them, funny enough. Because I'm always so curious to see what they come up with. I love to see people's completed pages, but there's not much from Amazon printed books. Not a lot. So yeah, what do you think about the new releases, and are you excited for anything that is to come from Coco Wyo? I've got some interesting, I think, interesting from my point of view anyway, interesting flip throughs coming next week, so I would be so curious to think what you think about this artist and about the books. There's going to be one artist pretty much for vast majority of the next week, and we may do actually a little bit of roundup of those next weekend. I only have time to do anything like color and film videos on the weekend, because otherwise it's all work. But yeah, I wonder about what you're gonna think about them next week flip throughs as well. Very curious. How do you feel about them? All right, enough of waffling from me. I hope you're all well and enjoying your coloring, and yeah, have fun. I'll see you soon. Bye.